Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are you?
Do you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I have two cameras, but you see me?
No, I don't see you.
I don't know. Let me check. Start video. Choose. No,
No.
not working. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
but the video doesn't work.
The video's not working.
Video settings. Microsoft Live Cam. Yeah. You know, my video doesn't appear.
Uh, don't know why
I
it
think it's about a permission. I need to change my settings, camera, accessibility. Let me check. Audio, speech, keyboard, mouse.
you should be able to start your video. It
Yeah,
looks right. It looks like right from my side.
camera. No, it's first time I am using the camera in my desktop.
Oh, okay.
Camera privacy settings. I need to enable the use of the camera. Sorry, no, not sorry. Camera. Camera access on desktop. Application web viewer. So, Windows. Not yet. Video, camera, feedback, desktop, camera off, camera on. Mm. Let me get out and come in.
Okay.
I can change the video. Start video doesn't work, the button,
Hmm.
but there is a camera selected. Live cam, Microsoft.
So this is going to be an interesting meeting
Um,
if we can't see you.
Yeah. Desktop. Now,
There we
I
go.
did it. I
So
found let desktop apps
yeah,
access your camera.
yeah.
It's a switch.
So you've
Fine. Okay.
yeah, you
What are
got
you
that new
doing?
computer and
Huh?
you've got to get it all set back up.
What?
With the new computer, you got to get it all set back up.
Yeah, I'm still have maybe hundreds of programs to load, and
Yeah.
but it's okay. I have my setup here.
Okay.
This is the old computer
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
There is a beacon transmitting,
Yeah.
and this is the receiver, ESP32. And here in the computer is the application
Oh, okay.
estimating the distance, but I have too much noise here.
Yeah.
This thing moves too much. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it more stable, but it's fun.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not too
No,
bad
but
though.
I have like an inch of error, you know.
Yeah.
I want to go to under a centimeter or so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It, you remember years and years and years ago, I took one of those Pixie cams and was able to estimate a distance with just a single camera.
Mhm.
It 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 was never. I've put uh,
You see what? I missed some part of the setting. The camera with
yeah.
April tags or what?
No, it was
Yes.
it would look at for two colors, and the two
Okay.
colors had to be next to each other,
Okay.
and it estimated.
The
Well,
distance.
it knew what size it was at, like
Okay.
like I forget what it was, 12 inches or something. And the further back you got, it could estimate
Okay.
because it counted how many pixels it
Yeah.
saw. It never, it was close. It was always 2 or 3 inches off, but it it was pretty good. It worked better than I
Yeah.
thought it would.
It depends on the camera lens, you know, the
Hmm.
distortion of the field,
Yep.
because it uses like a triangulation to
It it was one of those old Pixie cams,
okay.
which I didn't change the lens or anything. It worked pretty good though.
Yeah.
And for something that was just kind of a rough guess of distance, I was pretty happy with it.
Okay.
I took a I took a tape measure one day and strung the tape measure out, and it was within like an inch or so, and I'm like, good enough. you know,
No, I need to make it stable, and then I can calibrate and make it precise. But I still have a lot of problems.
yeah.
I need some.
I played around with this guy again
Okay.
this week. Notice he has no batteries.
You have a camera looking down?
No, well, so that didn't work quite as well as I thought it would. But I moved. I had this camera
Mhm.
up here, probably another
Couple of inches.
another couple inches, and I moved it down, and that seems like it actually works a little bit better. But you notice there's no batteries. The stupid batteries leaked.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they went all over. I'm still cleaning up.
Yeah. You must clean because the battery destroy everything.
Yeah,
Battery
and
leaking is a bad thing.
I can't believe that the batteries leaked. But I'm going to have to go to the
Those are
hobbies.
rechargeables. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, lithium ions. I
Poison.
guess I guess it's better than them blowing up. But
Mhm.
I'm going to have to go to the hobby store, to the RC store, and see if I can get 2 more batteries the same size. And then I'm probably going to have to cut the connectors off of the new batteries and solder the connectors that are on these old batteries onto it.
Yeah.
But I was like, pulled it out. I pulled it out of its little box and I was like, why is it wet?
Oh no.
And then I discovered that the batteries had started to leak, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
But
But, but yeah, I've not had much luck with those other cameras. Um, haven't really played with much else. And I tried, played with my little tags, trying to get it to work a little better. Um, I worked on it was always reading a tag, and it um there was an error in the original code that if it didn't see a tag, it thought that the last tag that it saw was the current tag,
mhm.
and it should have just zeroed out and said there was no tag in front of it if it didn't see a tag, and I think I fixed that. So it should always just read. So if it moves, it shouldn't be reading the previous tag or thinking that it's in front of the previous tag.
I need to print some new tracks.
Yeah.
To do some experiments. Finally, I found the track that I bring in the last meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the huge one. I had a hard time finding it, the PDF, because I didn't remember the name, but finally I found it. Maybe I'll make a one scale down, you know, a little bit, because it's too big for the meeting. Okay. Hi, robots.
Hi, robots. They're here. They're taking up a ton of floor
Well,
space.
what drivers do you have on them?
It's still it's still those big,
The old ones.
yeah.
I bought a couple of OD drive or something.
Mm-hmm.
They are a little complex to use, but you can almost send commands by serial I2C, JSON messages, PWN or RC
Right.
signals. I need to try to use them in my yellow platform and try to use my robot for outdoor traveling. I think that the prices went down in the old ride because it used to be expensive. I paid like 90 bucks for each. I have two, but I think that they went down more.
Uh, I don't think they did.
No, I mean there are clones, Chinese clones, cheaper,
Oh,
you know.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, oh look, this is a bot wheel explorer. Mhm,
That's interesting.
yeah, it has the hover wheels,
Let's see what that is.
the controller or without the controller.
It's running off of a,
This is the battery, nice,
it's running off of a
easy to
DeWalt
replace.
battery.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Raspberry Pi.
And this is the price for all the parts? No, just the chassis.
Let's see.
The 299, I think is cheap, is a good price.
Additional components required for the full kit. Let's see what else.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Mhm. And the wheels are included.
Um, looks like it comes, looks like it's the platform and the wheels. That's pretty expensive.
I have those wheels,
Yep.
the same one. They have the encoders,
Let's see.
the high resolution encoders, you know.
These ones here, these wheels.
Check the specs of the wheels. What they say about the encoders. Mhm.
Only available as 2 packs. Uh,
Okay, 3,200 CPR is clock pulse per revolution or clocks per revolution.
okay.
So it's a high resolution because the standard is 32 pulses, the
Oh,
hoverboard wheels, you know.
okay.
So those are high resolution incremental.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a very nice control of the position. I have two of those, but I bought them from the woman that was developing a controller that
Yeah.
never was released.
Okay. I know what's his name? James Bruton. He uses these O drives a lot.
Okay. Well, maybe
But
it's good to
I
check
wonder if
check
he's
with
using,
him. Good on. My son lives close to his house, to his place. He used to visit him.
Oh, yes, yes.
Mhm.
Here's a no drive from AliExpress for
Ah,
$54.
show me. Is it okay? Look, it's almost half the price. This is the one I bought for 90. No, wait. Why the different in price?
Motherboard set and main board and motor.
Okay, motor. This include the motor.
Well, it
But
includes a
the
motor.
board, only the board is nice. It's a good price. Look the reduction in the price.
Yeah,
It's almost half.
almost half.
Mhm.
See, that's affordable.
That's the one because you can drive two motors with it. So you use the old ones. You are close to this price also.
Yeah,
I think you need to add some heat sinks. You want to
they've got
run.
heat sinks included.
Okay. Nice.
Wire, looks like a resistor.
This is for brakes. Short is a short to make the wheel stop fast.
Here's one, just even cheaper,
Mhm.
a little cheaper.
This is the one I bought also. The other one.
Oh, the complete kit with the heat
Make a base.
sinks is a little bit more.
Okay.
There's a cheap one.
But this is a single motor, I think.
Okay.
And it's
Oh yeah.
less powerful. Mini drive. Hey, they have a lot of stuff.
AliExpress.
Mhm. I have the same brand board. And Sprite Beanie.
But you need, does this one do the encoders too? Or is
Yes,
it just the
you have the encoders input somewhere.
oh, probably up here.
GPL 5 AB, I guess.
A,
And
B, and
one.
Z. Okay.
Three wires, three.
Oh, what did I just do? I just did something. Okay.
Preston.
That's not, as long as it would work. Because I don't think the drives that Mark bought, I don't think they're the right drives. I think they work, but they're just not right.
We need to have encoders, high resolution encoders.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they work also with your wheels, you know. Maybe you have less resolution or you have full power at low speed.
Yeah.
You remember that was our problem?
I think that was part of the
Okay,
problem.
but then
And
this drive has full power at a low speed.
and the drive has dip switches, but they're not documented what those dip switches do. So we just kept switching stuff to see
I
what
know.
happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we ever actually figured out what those dip switches actually do.
I think I was studying the board and the switches, and I didn't find anything useful for
Yeah.
us.
But those two robots, those things are heavy. Carrying them up the stairs, I just about died. Oh, oh. need a apartment on the first floor so I don't have to go up the stairs with heavy robots.
The problem with the big robots are that the mistakes are painful, because they crash and stuff or hard to stop or too much power to experimenting. It's better
Yeah.
to have a tiny robot working and then try to move your software to the big one.
Well,
That's my idea.
you remember we did actually get it working pretty well, but it it never was quite the way it
Yeah.
was supposed to.
Yeah.
And if you change the floor or if you change the carpet or whatever, you'd have to readjust all the
Change the radio turning and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No, nice.
So it needs something that just works no matter what. It just needs to work.
Yeah.
But I got them. I got them here. I'm going to try to charge the batteries up on those and see if I can play around with those. I just haven't done it yet. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I got them here. Drive.
Free PI robot. I'm checking eBay. Maybe I buy another Pololu PI. I want the PPI Plus. I like the Plus with the plastic chassis. No. Romy, simple robot, $100.
Mm.
No, thank you. I use includes the Raspberry Pi 3 B plus.
$33 to have it shipped. Ah. Uh. $33.
Pololu robot. Orangutan. Orangutan is a robot.
It's one of their old controllers.
Orangutan. The Romy has their own motors. I never seen those motors anywhere else. Maybe they are custom.
There was a who made that thing? Ludspot, and it basically was a Hululu sumo bot.
Okay. Like
That
a clone, a copy or something.
no, hang on. I'll get it. It's in the closet. a Locobot. LOCO.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Exactly the same.
Yeah. And how do you
With
program it with Arduino
yeah.
stuff?
Well, this was a toy. They made it. They bought the this kit, and then they took the screen off. They took the sled part. They took that off. They took the IR sensors out of it,
Okay.
and they stuck the
The
ping. They 3D printed. That's 3D printed case. They stuck a NeoPixels, and it's got Bluetooth in it.
Okay.
So they had an app, but you had to buy the app.
Okay.
You had to pay for the app. So I started looking at this thing and I'm like, it's the same. Why can't I just program it? So I went through and I figured out what all the pins were for. And the only thing I didn't figure out was how to make the Bluetooth work. But now, year or so later, I think there's actually drivers to make the Bluetooth work now. So I might actually be able to figure out what the Bluetooth is. But they were marketing this thing, and I found it by searching for just generically Hulu robot, because on the bottom of it, it says Pulu. But yeah, all they did was
There is a Kit Hero robot in eBay working with games,
okay.
remote control. They start at 500. It ends in 2 hours.
Ooh,
You see?
yeah. I'm not spending $500 on it.
Looks like new. You see?
Yeah,
Brand new.
it powers up and everything. Or he's got the lights going on.
Keyboard games. Nice. Five games. Remote control.
It does look nice.
Yeah. And the shipping, 72 for it.
It's coming
New
from
Jersey,
New Jersey.
Lafayette.
Yeah, it'd cost more to drive to New Jersey than $72 to have it shipped.
Yeah. 2 bits. I think that in the last minute, the price will go up really fast.
There's all my notes on that guy.
Okay, okay. There you go. Power, sleep, serial connector. Have everything.
Yeah, I need to play with my hero junior some more. I need to get him out again.
What do you do with the games? With the
I think I kept two of them. I ended up selling a bunch of that stuff.
play with the keyboard or make it do some movements or?
Well, right now
Yeah.
he's got a Raspberry Pi in him, and he can roll around and move around, but I haven't really programmed it to do much other than just drive forward and back. And but I was going to try to duplicate, like, the animals game where it would play guess the animal that it's thinking of or whatever. I was going to try to duplicate some of those games, and I just never got to it. See, it's got
The head has a robot model to turn, no?
not in the junior. The junior's just a single.
Okay, it's fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also doesn't have the arm. So if you want the arm,
This
you
is
want
a,
you
it's
want
a,
his daddy.
it's a kid, right?
Yep.
Entonces,
I don't see any other.
okay, you can buy the arm for $28.
That's cheap.
Hey, keep ET18 educational hero robot. No, this is not the arm. It's a voice manual. Robot arm manual. No, those are manuals, no the real thing. Assembly manual.
I tried to buy one of these from one of the school auctions that I went to.
Mhm.
It ended up going for $1,000.
Well, education system.
That's not the arm that the original hero had. That's
No,
an
I know
education
the
arm.
hero has a like a round tube.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see
Hey,
any of the original heroes on here. Oh. Let's see, what was the other one? RBX something. Androbot. Not Android. I don't see any of those on here.
hero.
A emo living AI desktop robot. He's living? That's scary. Uh, it's a toy. It's a little toy. At least his shipping's reasonable.
From Florida.
He's the living robot.
The 3PI Plus is expensive. It's more than 150. Ololo is not cheap.
Nope. They make good stuff, but they're not cheap. That's why if you wait until school ends, you'll find them right after school gets out on eBay for a third of the price.
Maybe M5 Stack will start to sell tiny robots.
Well, they kind of already do. Let's see what.
The parts. So
Well, let's see. They're tiny robots. I'm sure you've seen them because I've got all three of those.
okay, yeah, yes, 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 actually.
But two of them are self-balancing, and one of them is, one of the cheap Mechana wheels.
Oh, it's fine. And has a like a plier, a hand.
Yeah.
With a servo motor.
Yep. It's not like you could actually grip anything with that, but
Yeah.
it's there.
It includes everything there. The battery.
Yep. Yeah. You
It's
get
an
all.
ESP32 though also.
Well, when I bought mine, they included the ESP32, but now of course, I think I paid $20 more for mine. So now they're selling them separate.
You have 4 motors.
Yep.
Wow.
There's four more motors. They're
Yeah.
and this version of it works better than the original version. That it holds itself down on the table a little bit better, so it gets a little bit better traction. But there's no encoders. There's no way for it to know that if the wheels are slipping or whatever. So there's no way for it to actually be a great mechanic robot.
Yeah, but maybe using a camera and a red dot, a big circle, you can try to control it.
So they used to sell
But
a
you need to,
joystick.
it includes the controller or not?
No, it does not include the controller. They used to sell a joystick for it though, that when I bought the first one I bought, it came with a joystick
Okay.
and two of the stick C's.
And the stick, okay.
So the one stick C was for the controller and one
And
was for the
the
robot.
remote, okay.
And that worked. It did what it was supposed to do. But they have definitely scaled down their robot. I don't think they sell many of them. I don't think they sold many of them to start with.
They have an arm for 600.
The Cobot.
Mech arm and 5 stack.
They have that.
No, but it's another one. different. Yeah.
That's not really theirs. So that's a different company makes that using M5 stack stuff.
Okay.
And they have a new version of the LiDAR bot, which this the oh, they're all out of stock now. This is the one I've got, the original. And this is the new version. And this does come with a joystick,
Yeah.
2 controllers, batteries, line trace. They're adding the line tracing unit in, a different LiDAR unit,
Metal mecanum.
the middle, and it's a servo, stepper motor instead of, so they actually do what they're supposed to do. I've thought about getting the second one, but I don't know what I would do with it. There's not a whole lot of difference between what I've got and what they've changed the batteries. The batteries are different. But there's not a whole lot of difference between what I've got and what they've changed.
And the LiDAR only scan half of the area.
Yeah. The LiDAR's blocked by
By the controller.
the controller. Which I never it's really not that big a deal unless you want to know what's behind you.
Yeah, you can turn around.
That is, I mean, you've really seen most of their robots because I own most of them.
They have servos, M5 stack servo or
Mhm.
what? Motor. Pro M5 stack.
Those are you're talking about these little things, these little,
Servo 180 brick compatible. Okay.
yeah, see, I think they've updated these too because I don't think the one I got had the little Lego part. I think I just got the servos. I think I got the servos and the wheels, but I didn't get the.
So you can use any servo, standard servo with those plastic parts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's a standard servo. Let's see what I got. I played with them. I played with them for about 2 minutes and I put them in the box. Oh, yep. I guess I did get the.
Yeah.
Let's see. So they give you a little adapter deal. So you could connect this and then plug it in with one of their cables.
They have one adapter for two servers. Two servers in a row connector. They have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. These servos they're not that fast. They even gave you, if you don't want to use them as wheels. Yeah, I was kind of saddened by the servos. I think I've got two sets of the 360 and two sets of the 90-degree servos. And how did they get them in this box? Stuff never goes back in the box the way it's supposed to. Close enough.
I'm checking the infrared reflective sensor unit from Firestack.
They are supposed to be coming out with a BLD drive here soon. And I'm curious about how much that's going to be, because that looked really, really interesting. I saw a couple of videos of it. Let's see if I can find the videos. But and I don't see the videos. They've been announcing the stuff on Twitter before they release it. And then they've been releasing stuff to the Japanese market first.
Where they are? They are Chinese or?
Yeah. But I'm they've got a connection somewhere with the Japanese market. They release a lot of stuff to the Japanese market that we don't get to see. And I'm not real sure why that is, but they do. Okay, I can't.
Maybe they design in Japan and manufacture in China.
Maybe. Yeah. Here's the I missed this the first time they had it. I'd like to get one just to play with it.
Okay. Wow.
A little quad. Yeah. There's one of the cobots. See, I think the cobot was probably made by in Japan, but I know we can get them. Those things are like $800.
Wow.
There's the Atom Fly again. Big old camera. I'm expecting this to drop sometime soon with a big it's an S3 with a big screen on it.
Mhm.
There's the bug. Where's the BLD drive? Oh, there's the cobot. Prototype for the round.
Mhm.
I don't know what that is. That's weird. Where's the BLD drive? Let me see if I can find it.
Mhm. Mhm.
MS-DOS on an M5 stack. You know, sometimes I think people are bored. Why would you want to put MS-DOS on an M5 stack? Well, I don't see it. Okay. Now I can't log into Twitter. That's weird.
Mhm.
I can't log in. Wonder what they did. I wonder if I'm not a user anymore because I haven't been on Twitter in over a year.
Okay.
Um, let's see.
Now it's X.
Now it's 6. Oh no, I think they've erased it. I don't know. Just keeps telling me something went wrong. It won't let me see it. But I saw like a size comparison. It's a small BLD drive that's about the same size, or at least it looks like it's about the same size as the round display that they've got, and a controller on the bottom of it with a little screen that tells you stuff. And I'm just curious about what it's going to end up costing, because if it's reasonable price, those might be really good to have. If it's not so reasonable, they might not be so good to have.
But by the size, maybe not powerful enough for big wheels, right?
Well, I don't I don't know, unless you could gear it, put some gearing on it or something to. I have a feeling that it's probably the same drives that they were using inside of that arm. That done. Uh, so I wonder what happened to everybody else. We're it.
Art will be moving to Ohio this week, or he said something about
Coming. Yeah.
to be here.
Yeah. I think that's probably where Art is.
Next
I
week
don't,
I'll be in California, so maybe I won't be in the meeting.
okay. Well, I don't know where Steve is or Barry. Of course, I sent the email. I sent the email out at like 2 o'clock in the morning, right before I went to sleep, because I forgot to do it.
Yeah, okay. But sometimes Jim used to send the email sometimes hours before the meeting,
Yeah,
no? So, so bad.
I yeah. Sometimes you get the email right as the meeting was getting ready to start too. That I don't know. This this looks expensive.
Well, I
It looks
remember these people.
that looks laser cut or something.
It's like CNC router,
Yeah,
because they use phenolic sheets, very strong stuff, but expensive.
Maybe maybe this is the one I was trying to get from that school auction. Ah, it had chain drive. It was chain driven. I don't know.
Those are rubber belts, with teeth.
Yeah. That's
And 5 has all the sensors around, but they put them in a nice case
Mhm.
and charge you double.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I did. There's a few things that M5 offered, and I went, I'm not paying that for those. And I went to Seed Studio and found them for half half
Mhm.
cost,
Yeah.
not in a case. And I'm like, doesn't matter. I'm not paying that crazy price. Like the LoRa boards that I got for the card pooter M5, all they offered was the LoRa WAN, and I'm like, that's not what I wanted. So I ended up buying them from Seed Studio, and they work just fine. This this is uh this is probably a pretty good deal.
Camera and
Do what?
what?
This is
Cameras and cameras mode. Okay. Unit 5.
40
Okay.
bucks. It's about half of what it cost on their website on the website. This is the one camera that they've got that's Linux based. That's more like that Jarvis camera.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I've been thinking about buying it, but I'm like,
You can do a April tax and
yes,
with that,
yeah.
all kinds
I've been thinking about buying it, but I'm like, do I really need another? I really need another
of that
camera.
camera.
As much as I like their stuff,
This one looks like have a very powerful controller, right? Because the fan,
yeah. Well, you remember those Jarvis cams that they
yeah,
have a fan on them too.
yeah,
So
yeah. Good price.
on the website, let's see, cameras. $75 on the website, and it's 40 bucks on eBay. So it's about half off. Oh,
What's the name of the controller? What's the
Which,
name of the camera? The last one you showed?
um, Unit V2.
Unit. Okay, I have the unit B1
Yeah.
that is without the fan. It's tiny.
Well, oh, I said Steve's name and Steve is showing up,
Okay.
but Steve is showing up
Here.
as me.
I have the M-Stack Unit 5,
Yes.
6199.
Yeah, I have a couple of those. You need to watch those because the batteries in them are bad. So if you haven't charged that in a while, go charge it because
Well, this doesn't have battery.
it should have a battery in it.
No, mine is really tiny.
Oh, you've got the small
the
one.
flat one, yeah.
Okay.
The thing.
You've got
I can show you in my screen. This one.
yes, yeah.
This one. You see?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the price is not good. I don't know why.
Well, that's only $35 on their website. So
Okay.
don't buy
Okay,
that
okay.
from
Okay.
60 some odd dollars is too much.
Yeah. Okay. Let me copy the name and go back to Google. This is the first place I found. Yeah, 34,
This is
3490 in Mauser.
this is the new model of that same camera
Okay.
with
But it's got a different camera.
it's a different lens. It's the same it might be a different camera. It's a fisheye lens though
Okay.
for
The,
40
the,
bucks.
the microcontroller is the same K210.
Yep. Yeah, and it's the same.
And the other one, what was the V2, what controller has? Maybe
The
speed,
V2
maybe the speed
has
of the controller.
the V2. Let's see what his controller is. It's a Cortex A7.
1.2 gigahertz. And
Yep.
the B1, what's the speed of the B1?
I don't know if they rate those for speed, do they?
400
Okay.
megahertz.
The original, yeah, that's the same camera. They just
Yeah.
changed the lens. They made it a fisheye.
Yeah.
They put it in a it's in a metal package too, so it's got the metal is acting partially as a heat sink for it. It's a nice camera.
The V2 is faster.
Yep, the V2 is faster.
It's way faster.
Well, the V2s run Linux.
Okay.
It's got Linux on board. It's one of it's their first Linux product.
And the
Hi,
price,
Steve.
Hello.
hi. Unit 5 too. Hi, Steve.
Greetings. Sorry I'm running late.
It's all right.
What are you doing there in this forest?
Just wandering in circles, what I usually do.
Here, okay. Unit B2 with the fan and the Cortex A7 1.2 gigahertz.
Mhm.
And the RAM is 128.
128 of DDR3.
How How much RAM has the?
and 512 megs of flash.
Let me check the.
The V2 is very, very similar to that Jarvis camera.
The V1 has flash 16 meg. 16 meg, and this has flash. Okay, 512. Wow. Wow. Okay, what about the RAM? Don't say. Okay, 8 megabyte RAM. The V1, and the V2 has 128. So 8 times more. No, 16 times more.
So here's the thing.
But you put a price that is different that I have. I saw 40 something, right?
Yeah, it's
But-
$40.
But in the M5 stack, they say 75.
Yes. The one I showed you was on eBay for $40.
Okay. This
Um,
is the one we were using.
this is the one we were using, but if you look,
the speed,
it's a tiny bit better.
yeah,
1.3. It's got a little bit more
memory, yeah.
RAM.
Yeah, it's better in almost everything.
And it's only $50 as opposed to
Yeah,
75.
yeah.
So
I still have one of those, one or two, I don't remember.
I have 3 or 4 of those now.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really know if I actually need another
No,
camera.
you don't.
I don't. I don't actually need
Let me
another
tell
camera.
you.
I have cameras coming out of my eyeballs,
Ears. Ears.
ears. But $40 is an attractive price. Oh. What's going on, Steve? Anything new?
This was the last day that I'm going into work at LCS. I'm working from home, and the rest of the time I'm there. I start back at Siemens on the 26th, Monday.
Okay.
So looking forward to that.
Interesting. You just like change, don't you?
I don't.
You are going back to Siemens?
Yes.
Nice. It's close to your house, right?
Oh yeah, very.
Yeah.
I could almost coast there going in. It's downhill almost all the way.
Yeah, nice.
I got a neat little trackball.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to.
Those things still exist.
But it's kind of stuck here. So my keyboard currently, is black and brown. So I got it to match. It's called a Ploopy.
Oh, cool.
Totally open source. You can download it's 3D printed. I don't You can tell on the sides pretty well. Runs via capable software, so you can reprogram the buttons and everything. And because I'm into weird stuff, I bought a stone for a trackball. Thing weighs a lot. Basically anything that's 45 millimeters in diameter will work as a ball in this thing.
What keep the ball in place? Gravity?
Yep. Yeah, it'll fall right out.
What is it? Is it an optical sensor on the ball or?
Yeah.
Probably.
1,000 DPI and 1,000 samples per second.
Okay.
And you can switch DPI, and it's got what, 6 buttons. You can configure any button to do anything. They can be mouse buttons, they can be keyboard buttons. You can program a macro on a button, so it can type things or move the mouse to some position on the screen. Fun toy.
I used to use trackballs a lot. And then I got one of these all-in-one machines and not so many USB ports but I think somebody had told me that they actually make keyboard trackball combinations that use one dongle.
Yeah.
So I'm going, the next time I need a keyboard, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get me a.
If you do wireless, hold on a second. And you go with Logitech stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the ones that, oops, oh crap,
Single dongle.
have that little orange icon on them. On the receiver, it's reprogrammable, and you can attach multiple things to a single receiver.
Okay.
Under Linux, you run Solar, SOLAAR, and it lets you connect more devices and do whatever you want with it. I use SOLAAR.
Well, that was the problem. I spelled it wrong.
I use one of the cheap Logitech keyboards that's got a trackpad built into it. It's the $25 one. And it comes with that receiver, and the keyboards last about a year, but the receivers last forever. So I've got a pile of those receivers. They work really well while they work. When they die, they're just garbage. You can't do anything with them, but they're pretty decent keyboards, and they're very cheap.
I've got some Logitech stuff that's got that symbol. I've got some dongles that got that symbol. I don't think I've got the Logitech keyboards anymore. I think they're gone.
Yeah.
The
keyboard has to support that learnability or whatever too. Like if some of the solid black Logitech dongles are a different thing, they buy somebody else's keyboard, and it doesn't work with that Solar software.
Yeah, so I was going to say that the Logitech I've got right now, it doesn't have that symbol on there. It's just a solid black dongle.
Yeah.
Which I had kind of thought was Bluetooth, but I don't think it is. He disappeared. Magic. Oh, he's back.
So the keyboard I use is wow, that just disappeared completely. K400R, and it's got that symbol on the label. But yeah, this is a pretty decent keyboard.
About as generic as you can get.
Yep. But that's one of the newer ones. What's the number on that?
Uh, K270.
Yeah, that's probably universal.
The keyboard, I don't have a problem. Well, I don't like the keyboard. I like the keyboard, some of the clicky keyboards that you've had.
Yeah.
But the keyboard doesn't die. These stupid Logitech mice, they just, once they start getting dirty, they're just impossible to keep clean. So
My issue is the buttons go bad. They start double clicking and triple clicking. I'm like, quit that. That's one of the reasons I got this Ploopy mouse or trackball. I can buy the switches. They're surface mount with big flat
yeah.
leads on them, so they're relatively easy to solder and unsolder. They're not through hole, but they're available. I think I've got some on the way. I've got spare parts for it already.
Well, I'm getting to the point that I'm getting ready to replace this because this mouse is just acting funny and I don't like it. So
Bloopy has mice too, regular mice. I think.
I'd
Sure
much
do.
rather have a trackball than anything else. What the heck is it? Comatel. Comatel probably made this thing. Let's try it. I wonder. I wonder if the FCC ID would tell what it actually is. And our guarantee code is JNZ. MR. And the rest of the code is 0085. And it says that there's nothing.
I just pasted the URL for Ploopico. They're out of Canada and they sell a mouse. It is decidedly right-handed.
Okay.
Wait, maybe it is. Hold on. That actually looks left-handed to me, but I don't think it is.
Universal handed. Well, if it's
No, it's not ambidextrous.
if it's 3D printed though, couldn't you just print a new shell?
Probably, but the circuit board
Oh yeah,
isn't just a rectangle.
I see that. Yeah.
But you can also buy just the circuit board, I think. Good grief, that thing's got 8 buttons plus a scroll. That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't use that.
Well, I mean, if I do this, I want a trackball. I don't want to.
So what I've got is the Adept if you go up to products,
Uh-huh.
but they've got a few the thumb trackball is actually kind of nice, and the mini trackball, I met somebody that has one and they're very happy with it.
Stick an 8-ball in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Fully assembled trackball. That's a tad out of my price range.
Yeah, but it might be the last one you ever buy.
It probably would
When
be
it
the
breaks, you can print any part of it. Your chances of actually breaking the controller are pretty slim.
yeah.
And even that you can replace. I think it's an RP2040.
Actually the kit is a little more reasonable.
And they sell a maintenance kit for it for 20 bucks.
$20.
20 bucks Canadian, which right now is about $14.
Yeah.
They're not doing well. Yeah, and I got the Adept as a kit.
Oh, the nano trackball. That's a cute little trackball. It's expensive, but it's cute.
Yeah, all of their stuff is about the same cost.
Well, the nano trackball probably would the 2 trackballs that I've got probably would fit in the nano. What size is this?
It should tell what the
1.5 inch. 1.5.
so I think that's 45 millimeter. Hold on.
Oh, they're using okay. It actually is a mouse upside down. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so that's a slightly smaller ball. Let me see.
Well, I've got 2 old Logitech trackballs that were wired trackballs, and they've got, I don't know, they're about the size of a quarter, round
Okay,
balls.
that'd be 1 inch. So
Yeah, okay.
the brown one is 45 millimeter. The blue one is 1.5 inches, but it's out of a Kensington Orbit,
Oh, okay.
which is my to date all-time favorite mouse or trackball. I'm still getting used to this Ploopy.
The weird,
Miss the scroll ring.
oh yeah. Mine don't have scroll rings, but they're old. The weirdest thing is one of them is a gray with black dots on it, and
Mhm.
one of them is red with black dots. But
Mhm.
you can't mix them. You can't pull the
Really?
ball out and stick it into the other one. I don't understand why, but
So
I've tried that a couple of different times. Was pull the red one out and stick it in the other, because I
yeah.
actually prefer the other. The base of the other one
Mhm.
is nicer, and I like the gray trackball, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work in that one. It doesn't work in the one I like.
I just picked up my Kensington and dropped a pile of screws because I had disassembled it, got it in a plastic bag. But yeah, this one, the scroll ring is toast on. Let's see, got another one of these things in here somewhere. I seem to have lost it. Oh well. But yeah, this is a nice trackball. It's got a good feel. It's a good size. The ball rolls decently. It's got the 3 rubies in it to act as bearings. The problem with that one is the ring gets gunked up and just doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Having a dog that sheds is not good around that particular one. Whereas the Ploopy should be easier to clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have lost a trackball. Oh well.
I had I had read years ago on the internet, you know, that because I wanted to know if the trackball could actually be replaced. And apparently whatever they did with these really, really, really old trackball, if you lose the ball, you're pretty much done. It's you're pretty screwed.
So this Kensington Orbit, that isn't the case.
Yeah.
I've got one with a blue ball, one with a silver ball, and one with a red. And
And
I moved them around and they're fine.
they don't care.
Yeah. There's actually an aluminum ball available for it that I kind of want, but I'm really curious. It's got a sandblasted finish. And as far as I know, it still uses those little rubies for bearings. And I just can't imagine those two working together.
Mm. This one, these two that I've got, they count the dots as you
Mhm.
scroll through. And the only thing I can imagine is that because one is gray with black dots, that they set the camera sensitivity differently
Yeah.
for that one. And the other one's red with black dots, so the black dots are very, I mean, they stand out, but on the gray one, they don't stand out so much.
Mm.
So, but that's the only thing I could even imagine that why they don't work together.
Yeah. This one is just like a candy finish. They spray painted it silver and then, or blue, silver, then put blue clear coat over it. I seriously doubt that's how they did it, but that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
But yeah, I had a Logitech that had that speckled ball.
Yeah.
Trying to remember which one it was. It was a fairly long, skinny mouse with 4 buttons. And I got that one because my first trackball was a Logitech serial trackball. It was a white square thing with 2 huge buttons. I loved that thing. I replaced the switches in that thing. I replaced the cord in it. I kept that thing going for 10 years at least. And then finally, I just basically wore a hole through the buttons. And that was before 3D printers were a thing.
Yeah.
They never made a USB version of it, as far as I can tell. And that was what I kept hoping for.
The mine only has 2 buttons on it. Did not have the scroll wheel. It didn't have the scroll, but it was one of those kind of long extended, put your palm
Mhm.
on it and just scroll it around. But the reason why I liked them was even if they were dirty, they worked because they weren't trying to read an encoder or anything. They were trying to read the uh they were counting the number of dots that it saw.
Yeah.
So they just simply work. I wish they weren't industrial, but they were sort of close to industrial track balls.
Yeah.
I cannot find a trackball
Well, I just found the one that I was talking about. Unfortunately,
that
there is no way in hell I'm going to spend $300 on a 2-button trackball without scroll.
from 1984.
But that was a great trackball.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I? Oh, there we go. It moved the stop share button on me. I don't
Yeah.
even know if you were looking at the thing I was talking about.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. We saw a Logitech wide, flat, big button thing with a ball in the center
Yeah.
for $300.
Yeah, that's unopened package.
That's out there. That's out there. It's pushing. That's pushing. The only ones I see now, other than the one that you shared, they all look like mice with a ball on the side of them. I don't know if I'd like that or not.
Yeah, I find one of those in left hand.
Mm.
I've tried them. I don't really like them.
I did find one for $20. Might be $20 is $20. Might be worth. Oh, here's one for $13. That's even better. Just to see if I like it. Oh, never mind. That's just a nice case for it. Yes, that's more, except mine are both USB, but that's
Yeah,
more like what I've got.
I'm pretty certain that this came with a PS2 to USB adapter.
It may have, but that's more like what I've got.
Yeah, that was comfortable, and it was easy to do button 3 with a cord click. I seriously think that Logitech used to invest in better switches, because I had mice and trackballs that lasted 10 years.
Well, I don't know if Logitech is actually making stuff anymore or not. I think they're putting their name on stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice mouse or trackball, whatever. It's a pointing device.
Pointing device.
Pointing device. Yeah,
And
see
yeah,
now
36 bucks is about the cheapest you can find those.
that's not horrible. And that looks closer to like what I would want, except that since I don't have a whole lot of USB ports, I don't want wired.
Yeah.
I want either, I don't want to turn Bluetooth on, but I could turn the Bluetooth on and use it, or I need a dongle. And I need a dongle that will do both keyboard and mouse. So I will investigate further because it is getting close to time for this little cheap mouse to go away.
I started using trackballs because I'm a pig. I never had space on my desk for something to move.
Well, that was actually why I started using them, but for whatever reason, you know, well, I know the reason. The reason was lack of USB ports. So, yeah, okay. It's 7 o'clock and Steve was late. He just showed up. I know food is coming soon, so we
Good.
are virtual again next week.
Yes. Mhm.
So hopefully I will.
Maybe I'll be in contact using my phone, but depending on where
Yeah,
I am at the moment.
yeah.
Okay.
You have a safe trip, no matter what. No
Yeah.
matter what, have a safe trip.
California.
Where are you going?
California.
California.
Yeah, it's
Have fun.
family
Oh,
week.
look,
Family
said
week.
I said food, and food walked behind him. So,
Okay,
all right. I'll see you guys later.
see you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.